Hi there, this is Sagar More from sagarmore.in. So today in this video I am going to explain you what is HTML and the basics of HTML. So HTML is developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1990. HTML is short of Hypertext Markup Language. HTML is used to create electronic documents. These documents often called as web pages. These web pages are displayed on World Wide Web. That is nothing but the internet. Every web page you see on internet is written using one version of HTML code or another. So HTML code ensures the proper formatting of text and images, so your browser may display them as they are intended to look. HTML also provides a basic structure of the page upon which cascading style sheet, which is CSS, can be applied. One could think of HTML as the bones, which is structure of a web page, and CSS as its skin. So the HTML page is created with the help of HTML tags. Each tag is contained with a less than and greater than angle brackets, and everything between the opening and closing tag is displayed or affected by the tag. Every HTML page has two sections. The first section is header section and the second one is body section. There is another version, HTML5. HTML5 is the update made to HTML from HTML4. It uses same basic HTML rules as HTML4, but adds some new tags and attributes which allows for better semantic and for dynamic elements that are activated using JavaScript. So to start with HTML coding, you need a text editor and a browser. So for text editing, you can use Notepad++, which I am using right now, or you can start with normal Notepad also. You will also require a web browser to display web pages. So right now I am using Mozilla Firefox browser for this tutorial. So the standard practice when starting your HTML coding is always include document type, which starts with less than angle, exclamation mark, doc type and HTML. So the doc type is not case sensitive here. Then you should start with HTML tag. So in HTML, for some tags we have to close the tags with / and the tag name. Then we have to write header part, which is head close, then body open, body close. So this is the normal structure of a web page, which contains two sections, a head section and body section. So let me save this first. Make sure that you give the extension as .html at the end. The another way to create HTML page is right click on the blank area, go to new text file, give the proper name to the file and change the extension to .html. So if I open the web page, it will not show anything because I have not written anything inside the body section of a web page. So let me write text inside the body section. And now if I refresh the browser, it will show text in the display section. So let's take an example of heading tag. So this is the h1 tag. The hello world text is displayed. So let me just copy this file and name it as basic.html. So we will have a HTML structure with us, on top of which we can actually write the code. So as you know, we have written h1 tag, which is heading 1, and it is showing correctly. So let's go and add some more tags. So here I have written h1 to h6 tags. So always keep in mind that h1 displays the bigger text with bold formatting, and h6 displays the smallest heading with the bold formatting. So let's see another tag, which is the paragraph tag. So here I have written a paragraph. If I refresh the page, then it displays it. So if I write 3 paragraphs here, it will display 3 paragraphs. HR is the tag to show the horizontal ruler. So here heading section and paragraph sections are divided with the help of HR tag, which is horizontal ruler. The another tag is there, which is anchor tag. Anchor tag is used to create links. Hypertext reference is the attribute of anchor tag, in which HTTP, which is Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and www.sagarmuru.in is written. So this particular text is written inside the anchor tag. Which is going to display on browser when you click on the link. So if you click on this text, it will actually redirect you to the website which is written inside the hypertext reference tab. So let me quickly show you what is the use of title tag. So if I write title and the text inside it, so when I move my cursor on the link, it shows me whatever written inside the title tag. You can also write target attribute. If you write target as self, it will open in the current window. If you write target parent, it is also going to open in the current window. If you write target is underscore top, then also it is going to open in the current window only. And if you write target is equal to blank, then it is going to open in a new tab. So the reason here why the parent, top and self values makes a web page to open in a current window, that previously frame set tag was there, in which so multiple frames can be assigned in a web page. So whichever the top frame is, so if I write target underscore top, it will open in the top frame. If I write target is equal to parent, then so whichever frame is the parent of the current frame, on that particular frame the link is going to open. If I write target is self, then it will open in the current frame. But if I write target blank, it will open in a new page. If you don't want to redirect user to any different page, then you can give hash sign in hypertext reference attribute, and it will not redirect user to any web page. Let's see another example. So here I am writing the image tag. Let me write HR to differentiate between the anchor tag section and the image tag section. IMG tag is used to display images. SRC is the attribute of IMG tag. Actually, it is just a path of image that you are going to display on your web page. So it is inside images folder. That's why I am writing images / the name of the file. Make sure you write extension of the file also. In my case here it is .jpg. So the alt tag is there, which is the alternative text. You can see the image here, but you won't be able to see the use of alt tag right now, because if image has invalid path or image cannot be found, then in that case alt tag shows the alternative text instead of the image. Let me write width first, because it is going beyond the web page width. So width is 100%, so it will fit inside the browser window. So as you can see, if I write some random text at the end of the extension, so let me write X. So JPG extension sagar_bz.jpg is present there, but JPG X is not present, so it is considered as invalid path and it will display alternative text. So it is often used to indicate which image was there. So by any chance image did not load, then the alternative text comes in the picture and it shows itself. So the title attribute is also there. So anything you write inside the title attribute, it will show you when you move your cursor on that particular image. So in this case, so right here, if I move my mouse on the image, then so it will display the text. as it is written in the title attribute. Just for your understanding, let me show you this. So if you remove the paragraph end tag, then it will not affect our web page, because the browser is smart enough to understand the errors and correct it. But don't make it a habit and always write correct codes. HTML is not purely case sensitive language, so you can use uppercase letters also, like IMG or HR tag. It is going to display as it is. Previously, the BR tag was used to make the space between two elements, but the BR tag is deprecated in the HTML5 and we should not use that. Instead, there are other methods with which you can actually create the effect of BR tag. So here are some tips from my side. So when we create a tag with the content, then it is called as element. But when we write a normal tag like BR, then it is not an element, it is just HTML tag. So here A is anchor tag, href is attribute of anchor tag, title tag is also a attribute, target tag is also a attribute. So attribute may contain the value. So in this case, so take an example of image tag, src, alt, title, width. All these attributes are the attributes of image tag, and in anchor tag example, href, title, target, all these attributes are attributes of anchor tag. And the text written inside the href or inside the title tag or inside the target tag, it is called as value of that attribute. In the image tag example also, the text written in title tag, src tag, alt tag and width tag is actually the value of that particular attribute, and the whole thing becomes element. Here is my next step. If the value inside attribute have any spaces, then you should give quotes to combine it as a one string. But if you remove the quotes, then it will consider the first word that it catches before the first space. So this was the introduction of HTML and HTML basics. So make sure that you subscribe to my channel, share this video with your friends. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, be technical.